What's up, my channel? It's your friendly sassy blonde writer here to talk to you about how I write a story. And my first step when I write a story is to figure out the basic plot, the subplots, and the setting. And when I say basic, I mean the bare bones of a plot. That is, I want the end of the book to be this. And this is my basic idea of how they got there, kind of basic. I don't really include details except for the main characters. The subplots are usually things I want to happen as the main plot unfolds, and I want to just kind of sprinkle them in there, so I want to have an idea. I usually go with romantic subplots just because that's just kind of how I end up writing, but you can do other things as well. Maybe your main character ends up adopting a pet and then gets into shenanigans with the little doggo. Maybe they're having friend drama, and those are your side plots as well. Normally, the main plot should be written before the subplot because then it's easier to fit in said subplots. I, however, did not do this when I first started my novel, and I hated myself for doing that. During a good portion of the writing phase, I needed the main plot to connect the chapters together, and it was a major struggle. The setting doesn't need to be anything detailed either. It can be as simple as the year and the country, as long as it's just something that you know is happening. I recommend writing it down, so that way you can refer back to it as you're writing. From there, I create my main characters, their antagonists, their love interests, and if they had plucky supporting characters. Before I figure out what they look like, I had to find each character's voice. The reason for this first step is to make sure all the ideas have been written down, and the characters are actual characters. You want to give them a little bit of a backstory. Again, nothing too much, because that's stuff you can figure out as you're writing, or it can also be something that never really comes up. So why would you give, servant number 1 a very detailed backstory if they don't even say anything to your main characters? My second step was to expand my plot into a storyline and then break up the storyline into different chapters and scenes. If you enjoyed this video, please like and leave a nice comment below. And if you want to hear more of my tips and tricks and writing advice, please subscribe to my channel. I post new videos 1 to 2 times a week. And of course, happy writing.